Hello everyone, today we're discussing luxury small leather goods. Interested to see what I have? Stick around. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new around here, my name's Caleb, and on this channel you're going to find a lot of things like luxury shopping, travel, fashion, daily vlogs. So if you want to follow along for the journey, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit that little bell notification so that way you know when I post new videos every Sunday. Alright, so you came here to see my small leather goods, so let's get into it. So we're going to start out with my favorite fashion house, Balenciaga. Now, I'm not normally a huge fan of zip-around wallets, but this one definitely has some amazing features to it, which is why I can overlook the zip. So first and foremost, when it comes to my big wallets, I love having all of my cards easily displayed on the one side. This one has 12 card holders. There's also 2 compartments behind the cards for cash and notes, and then on this side as well is another long compartment and a zippered pocket for all of your coins. Now I typically don't carry cash or coins unless we're abroad, so this is going to come in really handy for that. And another great feature about this wallet is if I'm carrying a Balenciaga bag and I really don't feel like taking the whole bag with me, I can easily just slide my phone in here and it fits in perfectly, so you can have everything just all in your wallet. If you can find one of these at a great price, I highly recommend it. I'm definitely on the lookout for more colors. Since I purchased this one, I haven't seen very many others on the market like it, but I definitely have this on my alerts list on Fashion File and Rebag, and I would definitely purchase it again. But that is all I have as far as Balenciaga goes. So next let's move on to Gucci. So when it comes to Gucci, I have a few pieces here in my collection. First up, this is a 6-key holder from the late 70s. It's in a gorgeous navy blue with the navy blue Gucci Supreme print. And on the interior, you just have the simple gold hardware with the key holders. I don't use this one a whole lot just because of its size. It's so compact and keys these days are so large. So I don't really use it a whole lot. It mostly just kind of sits in my dressing table, but I absolutely love this piece. This was a gift for my fiance probably about 10 years ago. Absolutely love it, for sentimental reasons especially. Next up, I have 2 wallets. These were both purchased on our trip to Italy just a couple of years ago. So first up, I have the Gucci Ophidia card holder here. Just a simple card holder. It has 2 compartments on both sides of the main compartment on the inside. So you could easily fit, I would say, probably up to 10 cards in here pretty easily. This now retails for $270, and I picked this up. Zane and I were having a little date night when we were in Venice a few years ago. We popped into Gucci because it was raining. They offered us some champagne. Zane got a pair of loafers, and I decided to pick up a little card holder, and I absolutely love this piece. I carry this a lot, especially in my thinner bags, my YSLs, my Hermes pieces. I just absolutely love it. It's just classic Gucci. This is a great piece to have. Next up, we have this green card holder. I can't remember which season this came from. I believe it was either 2017 or maybe even 2016. The sales associate explained to us that when they made this, they had a single piece of stone, and they would depress the leather onto it to create this saying here on the front. On the back side, you have 4 different card holders, and on the interior, there's a nice spacious area for coins, maybe even your keys if you just want to tuck them in there. It's truly a wonderful wallet. I absolutely love this piece. So that concludes my small Gucci collection. Next up, let's take a look at a couple of pieces I have from Longchamp. Now when it comes to small leather goods, you'll notice that I really just have the essential building block pieces. I don't really go crazy for all the different pouches and things like that, especially these days with the way that the houses are pricing everything. At Snell, a card holder is almost a quarter of what a full-on bag would be, so I tend to favor the larger pieces if I can. But when it comes to Longchamp, I absolutely love this brand. I started collecting it when we were in Paris probably about 5 years ago. I didn't have a lot of money at the time, so to splurge, I went to the Longchamp store there across, I think it's right next to the Louis Vuitton, and I purchased a briefcase, and every time we go back to Europe I purchase another tote or small item, and these are just 2 of my smaller items. Both of these came from the Chicago Rosemont outlet, so they were an exceptional deal. But first up, I have this coin holder. I want to say this might retail for like $45. It's very affordable. This piece I use especially when we're in Europe. I put all of my euros inside. It's very spacious, and the way that it opens up, you can easily see inside to kind of count out change before you dig it out. And if you're traveling abroad, I highly recommend this piece, especially through Europe. They use a lot of coin there. And then next up, I have this small pouch. I haven't used this one yet. It's been sitting in my closet now for about a year, which is terrible, I know, but we can't travel. But this piece is just great. This is a great size. It's slim, so you can easily just throw this into your luggage as a smaller bag just to carry out throughout the day or even in the evenings. It is a suede. It's a beautiful teal color with gunmetal hardware, and the strap is removable. On the interior, there aren't any card slots or anything. It's just kind of an open area. You can easily fit a phone in there. As you can see, my old Tester 6 Plus fits in easily, and you can even get another card holder in there as well and just kind of run about the city with this. But I absolutely adore this piece, and the tassel's a fun kick too. So that concludes my Longchamp collection. Next up, everyone's favorite, Louis Vuitton. Now, when it comes to small leather goods, Louis Vuitton is certainly one of my top brands to go to. I love the quality is pretty good still, and the resale value is exceptional if you ever wish to resell later on in the future. I'm a big collector, so I highly doubt I would ever sell. Maybe if I saw like a Holy Grail piece hit the market, I might consider selling some things. But when it comes to Louis Vuitton, I really, again, only have the essentials. First up, I have my Taiga card holder. In 1997, this originally retailed for $110 USD, and on the inside, it just has 2 compartments. Typically, when I don't really feel like carrying my bag out to the store, if I just want to take like my credit card and my ID, I'll just slip them both in there, and this goes right in my pocket. This piece, it's definitely seen some wear. It's probably on its last leg, but I absolutely love this piece. And it's in that classic Ophidia green. I have a whole luggage set in this color and another day bag and wallet in this color, and I absolutely love Taiga leather. It wears like a tank. Next up in my Louis Vuitton collection is the Valeurs wallet. This is absolutely probably my favorite wallet. I love how slim it is. It's a very sleek design. On the interior, you have 6 card holders on the right-hand side, a ID slot here on the left, and then 1, 2, 3 bill compartments. So you could easily have your larger bills and then like your 5s, 10s, and 20s off to the other side. Again, I don't really carry cash in the States here, but this wallet was amazing in Europe. And this wallet, I decided to have my initials blind stamped here in the front. The SA at my local store claimed that they couldn't do the foil, and since this is a long discontinued wallet, I didn't want to risk it, so I just did a blind stamp, even though I should have done the gold. What was I thinking? Anyway, I love this wallet. Now, unfortunately, it is starting to get those sticky pockets that Louis Vuitton is famous for, unfortunately, which is a huge bummer. So I'm going to have to send this out to be relined here eventually one day, because I definitely never want to part with this wallet. So next up in my Louis Vuitton collection is this vintage note card holder. This is the Kenyan Fawn from the original Epi collection, and it even has the older Louis Vuitton stamp here on the back, so this is quite old. I typically just use this when I just want to slide in some loyalty cards, or if I'm using a thinner bag, I'll even use this as a small wallet for just like 1 or 2 cards. I haven't used this in quite a few years, but it's been in my collection for almost 10 years at this point, so it's not going anywhere. But it's just a fun piece, and I absolutely love the Epi collection. I used to have probably like 12 or 13 Epi bags in the Borneo green and Toledo blue especially, and I absolutely love the Epi line. It's just so fun. The leather is unique, and then you just have that subtle LV stamp in the bottom corner. And that is my Kenyan Fawn Epi card holder. So I just revealed this one a couple weeks ago, so I won't go into too much detail, but this is the fuchsia card holder. I typically don't go for this style. It's not really a card holder, not really a wallet. It's kind of in that weird limbo middle zone. But this one can hold 4 cards on the back, and then you have the long slip pocket here on the front, and then the zipper pocket. So you can get quite a bit in there. Typically I carry about 14 cards with me every day, so it gets a little bulgy with all that in there, so I typically just use this, or will use this when I just need to pare down and use one of my smaller bags. But this is such a fun piece. It was love at first sight, and of course it had to come home with me. So that brings me to my final Louis Vuitton piece, the Brazza wallet. I picked this one up in Chicago last fall, I think, when the last time we were able to go and do some shopping. We were there for Zane's 35th birthday last year. Happy birthday, Zane. I bought myself a wallet. He would do the same thing too. Don't let him guilt you. But this is the perfect wallet. So this is my absolute favorite style. I love it when they just open right up. Like I said with my Balenciaga, I'm not a huge fan of the zip around. It's so fussy. You just need to be able to whip your card out, pay for your stuff, and get out of line. So this one has so many card holders. I want to say it has like probably 14 plus 1 ID slip here. This time I did do the foil with my initials. And what I love about this wallet, there are so many compartments. So you have 2 bill slots on the left-hand side, and then 1, 2, 3 bill slots on the adjoining side, and then a zipper pocket for coins. Now with COVID going on, I haven't been able to take this to Europe and really test out its functionality. Again, I don't really use notes here in the States, like I said, I couldn't recommend this wallet enough. So if you're in the market for a new wallet from Louis Vuitton, I highly recommend this. I think last year before the price increased, I might have paid like $670 USD. Couldn't recommend this enough. So that concludes my Louis Vuitton collection. So next up, let's look at a couple pieces from Prada. So when it comes to Prada, I really only have two pieces. I absolutely adore the brand for its minimalism and its modern design, but for some reason I just don't have a lot of their wallets. Now, I have been looking for the perfect Prada wallet for a few years now. I used to have one in the traditional Saffiano leather with the gold hardware, and it was absolutely gorgeous, and I was an idiot and I sold it. But the two pieces I do have are quite small. This one is just the regular card holder. The back side has 3 card compartments, as does the front, and then the interior gusset just opens for easy use of cash, cards, and things like that. Now, this was my daily wallet for a good year and a half, so it's a little beat up, and the card slots are definitely stretched out, so I have to be a little careful if I use this one now. Things kind of tend to slide out. I love this piece, and I definitely want to add more of the Saffiano pieces to my collection, especially to match the Esplanade bag I showed off last week. Now, the final piece in my collection and my everyday piece is my 6 key holder, also from Prada. This is just in the classic Saffiano leather. Now, the BMW key is much too large to kind of tuck in there, so I just let it kind of hang out at the end. And then on the interior, you have room for 6 keys. I have my work keys, mailbox, apartment, and my key fob. But I love this piece. It's showing a lot of wear just because I use this every day, obviously. It either goes in my pocket or drop it into one of my bags. Now, the reason I love using the 6 key holders that can kind of close up like this, that way you don't have any keys jingling around inside your bag, damaging your other leather goods, or if you slip your sunglasses in there, they're not scratching up your lenses. This just kind of helps protect everything inside the bag, and I definitely want another one. I'm thinking I need to add more color to my collection. I have a lot of dark green, brown, and black, so I think I need to add some more bright colors from Prada. So once we can kind of get back to shopping and regular outings, I'm definitely going to look into doing that. All right, so that was my humble little collection of designer small leather goods. Now, are small leather goods something you should invest in? Probably not. Aside from our bags, they definitely show the most wear, especially the wallets with sliding your cards in and out to being jostled around inside your bags. They definitely show a lot more wear. And these days with the price increases, especially like Chanel, where it's like, what, $410 for a card holder, it's almost not worth it anymore unless you can find some really great deals. I definitely would recommend a lot of the pieces that I have. I use pretty much just about everything regularly, so I can definitely attest to their usefulness and their quality in terms of design and construction. But yeah, that concludes my small leather goods. If you want an in-depth review on anything that I've shown either in this video or my previous videos, let me know. I'm happy to do so. And if you haven't already followed me over on Instagram, check me out. I'm at caleb.snell.designer, and I'm also under the same handle over on TikTok. And if you're new here and you like what you saw today, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know if you have any questions or what you think about this collection. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and tap that little bell so you know when I post new videos every Sunday. All right, guys. Well, thank you for putting up with another long video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.